And we are back. So I guess we don't have an intro song today because computer stuffs are weird. But
I have no idea what's going on, but our soundboard doesn't appear to be running into Twitch. But, you know, so it goes, I guess.
It is one of those things. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
hi, my name's Fox Evans, and I am on a radio show sometimes.
What's the date?
It is May the 8th, the year of our Lord 2021.
And this is episode 36. Hello, my name is Dade Robinson, the occasional technical engineer now. I'm no longer the primary person who's running the show now, so that's really cool. But I also make music, and I'm working on the website right now.
I'm Hazel.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
I'm Hazel.
This isn't an ASMR podcast.
Are you sure? Because we could make it one.
No, we can't. I'm against it.
Yeah, I don't get the ASMR tinglies. Maybe it's because I'm such a music head, and so like music gives me the emotional response.
Right. Whenever whenever you just hear like a really good music note, or like you hear somebody just putting their
energy.
I mean, my thing is that a lot of the time there's a lot of the, like lip smacking and like chewing sounds, and I'm just like, oh, I have to turn this shit off.
I cannot deal with the sounds of eating. Like I will get literally furious. It's to the point where like sometimes I have to remove myself from like people.
You were chastised as a child for.
I don't think so. I think I know exactly where it comes from, but I'm not going to talk about it on the radio because I don't want to upset. I don't want to upset anybody who might listen.
I was definitely, as a child, berated several times for chewing with my mouth open. Probably because they had that response and didn't know how to convey it in a way that wasn't fueled with anger. Right? Not responding out of anger, but responding out of like, hey, can you make this concession for me? Because that's totally amenable. I can respond to something like that, but not someone shouting at you going, hey, chew with your fucking mouth closed or whatever. You're like, I don't know. I was raised to chew with my mouth closed and finish my meal, and if I don't eat it, then I'm not leaving the table.
Oh yeah, dude, I remember make a happy plate. Is something my parents used to say, like, yeah, and like, I hate that now because like I eat until I'm full.
That kind of thing is where eating disorders come from,
right?
Yeah.
Like your parents policing your eating habits. That's where it starts. If not other people just making observations about your body that are unnecessary, like,
right?
Can you fix it in 15 seconds? Is it a quick fix? Then don't talk about it.
Yeah, that's good. That's like good advice typically.
Is there something in your teeth? You got it. Is there something about your teeth? There's nothing you can do about it. So why would I say that? Why would I tell a person that?
Because you're rude.
Yeah, right.
Because you're rude.
Because you're a piece of shit.
Well, and it's like with kids, it's so much different. With kids, they often don't have a filter. They don't know what that.
Right. They just say stuff.
Yeah.
They're saying what they're observing.
Right.
Which from their parents is probably just an endless cycle, right? Like your parents are doing the same thing because their parents did the same, like all the way down the line, and it's frustrating because it never seems to end. And you gotta wonder, like, didn't every generation go, hey, I act a lot like my parents, and they must do the same thing, so I'm gonna be different. And then
nothing happened.
Nothing changed.
And then nothing happened. It's because I don't know. We suck. I don't know. No, that's not why. Obviously,
it can't be why.
I mean, it's conditioning. You've been raised to live that way. It's like nature and nurture argument essentially. Like you were raised under these conditions, and as much as you might have not liked those conditions, you're just almost predisposed to replicate those conditions.
But can't you acknowledge those conditions and the behaviors that they generate and actively work against that? Like
you can, but that's hard.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's hard to quit smoking. It's hard to quit. Yeah. It's hard to quit being an asshole. I mean, like just they're hand in hand. And I'm not saying that's the only thing that
it just
comes from here.
I don't know. As much as there are things about me that I actively am working to change, and do take a lot of effort, and I recognize that there are certain, like, I don't know, empathetic things or interaction things that seem to be so, I don't know, obvious, for lack of a better word, like ways you should interact with people that just seem like the simplest and easiest way to communicate or interact that people actively avoid or actively...
So I used to really struggle with my anger. Like, I'd get angry at everything. And I mean, that's something that you've noticed, like, whenever we're hanging out, like, I'll actively be like, I'm not angry right now. Like, I'll say that out loud, because my typical response whenever I was younger, like growing up or whatever, is to get angry at every single thing that inconvenienced me, that like, or whatever. And having to... Still to this day, I have to tell myself I'm not angry right now, because my brain is saying anger, 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 but it's like there's no reason to be angry, like whatever the situation may be. Like if it's something I can't control, or like something that someone didn't intend to do. Like,
do you ever wonder, and I don't want to like put you on the spot or anything, but do you ever wonder if that's a physical aspect of you or a nurtured aspect of you, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
To be honest,
like my depression is something that I could probably liken to that, right? I have been sad for a long time, and I have to regularly tell myself that, like, hey, there's nothing to be sad about. It's okay if you are, but like, don't let it get to you. You know, don't let that be everything that you do today, or whatever, or everything that you feel today.
Right, and the message here not being that we're saying that just if you're depressed, you just be happy.
Yeah,
like.
right.
Of course
that
not.
you have to actively confront your feeling, or it will just consume you.
Exactly.
But I have often, at least personally, ascribed that to a physical structure, a structural part of me that was there from the beginning, that probably just took a while to develop before it showed up. And I wonder how much of that is true, right?
Right. So, like, I mean, my dad allegedly had an anger problem as well. I don't know. It could be the way that my brain is made up. It could be the way that I just responded to things without really having been checked, without being told that I was wrong.
I mean,
so, no, okay.
Other hypothetical, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Let's say you said your dad allegedly had anger issues. Well, what if his dad also allegedly had anger issues?
Right.
But this doesn't have to necessarily be like a thing that they, like, this was something they were predisposed to because they were born. It could be his father had anger issues. He acted a certain way around him as he was raised. He didn't had anger issues because of how he was acted around while he was being raised.
Right.
He acted a certain way around you while you were raised.
Well, I was saying that's what I said allegedly, because I didn't spend any time around my dad or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So like when I say allegedly, like if I got my anger from him, it wouldn't be because he raised me, but because it would be a genetically predisposed thing, quote unquote, if that's the way that works. Because I have no idea. I'm not a brain person.
Right. Something that I'm very interested in when I think about these topics is a fact that I learned a couple of years ago, which was that emotional events or otherwise impactful events in your life will physically restructure the way that your brain is shaped. Like, new connections are formed and broken, different regions of your brain stop reacting in certain ways and start reacting in other ways in communication with each other. And I wonder if there is much of a difference between being genetically predisposed to something because you already have the structures in place, and forming those structures in the first place, embedding it in your DNA forever, because that's how that works, right? Like, the structures in your mind are created by the DNA changes, so the structure changes. So, like, embedding those things in your mind forever because they were a part of your environment instead of being with you from the beginning, right? Is there really much of a difference if you are primarily materialistic like I am, and you think that all of the behaviors and all of experiences just a cognitive machine running at a very fast pace? Do you get what I mean? I
understand what you mean
a little bit there, but I think I stuck the landing. Like,
I mean, I suppose the divide isn't incredibly important.
Fair.
If there is a meaningful divide
because outside of the structural of it, there's still like the person's experience of those emotions.
I guess
personals.
But I guess part of it really like comes down to what memories and experiences actually are once they're stored into your brain. Like, I mean, does it actually change your DNA? Is it just something that's there? Because if it does, like, and I'm sorry, I guess it's from what I'm understanding of what you're saying, because if it does actually like create structure in your DNA and part of your brain, like something does change, then that would make nurture also nature.
Right.
But
right. And that was
if like
that was
memory,
a topic of conversation you and I had a while ago, and that was the exact point I was trying to get at.
right? But if memory exists in the brain, as just a memory, however it's stored, and your experiences exist in your brain as a memory, however they're stored, then it would be something different. If that makes sense, like, do you get what I'm saying?
Sorry, no, because I got distracted by the TV.
By the TV turning off.
The TV turned
Like,
off, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Can I get up and fix it while he's talking? Sorry, if a memory is stirred.
If the DNA is actually changing from a memory, then yes, that would make
Right,
sense.
okay,
But if the DNA is not actually changing, if the memory is just something else, something of its own,
outside of material
right,
thing, yeah, then that would probably get in the way of that. Yeah.
right, and that would still
separate nurture from nature.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have been of the mind for a while, and this is another weird diatribe from me, I guess. But
right.
I have been
That's
of
cool.
the mind for a while that the mind contains too many connections and neurons for us to accurately model on a computer, on any functional machine that we can make, because of how much information it collects. So we have no functional idea of how the brain really works. I think that is the only limitation of our understanding, is that the brain is not faster than any of the computers that we have, but works on a broader scale and works with more information than any of our computers can work with. And because of that, I can't know whether memories really are like structural things or not. My best guess would be that it is some kind of like pathway in the brain that is permanent, and then anytime you want to recall it, that pathway is fired on or something like that, and your conscious experience of that firing is I'm back there again. It shoots into my ear section, so I hear things.
Right, you're relating it to like the code of whenever you're looking through your files on your computer, and you right click, create new file. You're essentially right click, create new memory.
Yeah,
and then that's essentially adding to the code that's already there.
It's permanently embedding those pathways into your brain. But I don't know if pathways are something that's encoded in DNA, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a geneticist. I'm not a neurophysicist or any neurophysicist. That's not a word, I don't think.
It might be. It is now.
I'm not a neurologist or a neuroscientist. That's
I don't know shit about the fucking brain.
Yeah,
I don't know anything.
Thinking from me, because I don't believe that consciousness is non-material. That's just my personal opinion.
I'm not a neurophysicist, but I am a rapper. So I think that allows me to
So I think I'm qualified.
I can say words, okay?
So I think I'm qualified to say that it's time to listen to our first section of music.
Oh, yeah.
The first one that we got coming up for you tonight is called Try to Save the Wrapping Paper. And it's our rap segment for the night. Why don't you go ahead and...
I don't know if that air horn worked. Let's try it one more time.
Hold on, let me...
On that audio.
Air horn did not work, so we don't have access to our Sam's remote tonight. Yeah. It's all right. We'll figure it out.
Working during the song. We'll see.
We'll see. But the first song we got coming up tonight is a brand new song from F4rty Oz out of Raleigh, North Carolina. No, not Raleigh, North Carolina.
Somewhere else in North Carolina, but not Raleigh.
Was it F4rty Oz who we got? Did we interviewed?
F4rty Oz. It was Oz that was from Pennsylvania.
So then F4rty Oz is from Raleigh, North Carolina. Jeez, I got to get these people like organized in my brain. Maybe I should take better notes and write it next to the songs whenever
it can be included in our artist link thing. We'll brainstorm.
Yeah, we got it.
After that, we got a new track from Maverick Lawson. I think it's unreleased. Am I correct on that?
No, it's actually been released. Yeah, you should check out the album Octagonal Chaos. It's now available for purchase only on Bandcamp and nowhere else.
I love it. The production on the first and last song was amazing when we heard it on the radio, so I'm super excited to go listen to that. This song is exactly 48 seconds long. It's called 47.
Well, it's actually 47 seconds long. I don't know why there's a 48 written in there.
That's the perfect amount of time for a song.
Well, it's
47, yeah.
Honestly, I was listening to it whenever I got it. They sent us a bunch of music, and they were like, here, you can play this music, but this is the only track that actually came through in the email. So whenever...
When you looked at it and you were like, oh shit, this is the only one we got access.
It's only 47 seconds long. Oh, and then I listened to it and I was like, oh, that's actually really good.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah. Hazel and I have had, this is a sidestep, but Hazel and I have had conversations about, like, how long should a song be? And it always circles back around to however long the idea takes to be completed.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter if it's 47 seconds long, or 47 minutes long, or centuries long.
All right, Tool.
Yeah, okay. After that, we're going to be playing F4rty, a Bloodbat piece, a rapper out of North Carolina.
And that's actually the newest song by Bloodbat, his newest release. We also have another new one by F4rty Oz today. Both of these were released a day ago. This one's called Gang, Throw It.
Which I will.
You should.
And after that, we have Stitch Smiles by Authors of the Air, formerly known as Benji Buwano.
Yeah, that's actually correct. That is the former name of them. I'm going to keep saying words while I type up the name of the first song in our database.
Nice going.
I guess what I can do now...
Just do a little...
Mute.
I love you, Poppy.
Yeah. Pretty talk to him. I'm going 2 for 2. It's not for me, it's for you. Gotta get high when I'm low. And I'm high, but you doing the most. Bitch, I'm sick, should've came with a coat. Niggas sleep, should've came with some coke. Fuck a beat, I'ma float like a boat. Take a break, break a plate on your sofa. I'm feeling low on the low. I'm moving slow on the low. Meet the Reaper like Billy and Mandy. Came here too like a Manny. Started talking out the ops, can't stand me. F4rty finna win me a Grammy. I'm a dog, but I couldn't be cowed. Teen Titan, I'ma be some Audi. Network, let's work, get rowdy. Clean up in the dirt, no bounty. I said everything you want me to, but you'll never understand me. Just a taste of that lingo, I'm so uncanny. Got your bitch babysitting kids, no nanny. You getting dick tonight. Netflix, watching Nick at night. Pussy my only kryptonite. We in the dark, fucking to the light. Fuck your man, you my bitch tonight. You wrong, but it's feeling right. Gotta get high when I'm low. Bitch, I'm sick, should've came with a coat. Fuck a beat, I'ma float like a boat. I'm feeling low in the low. Gotta get high when I'm low. Bitch, I'm sick, should've came with a coat. Fuck a beat, I'ma float like a boat. I'm feeling low in the low.
Don't run, don't hide. Until the color don't lie. Yeah, I'm feeling really high. Yeah, I really wanna die. Yeah, always wearing your disguise. That's the shit that I despise. So just look me in my eyes and tell me that I'm alive. I know that I'm dead inside. You can sit in for the ride, but are you really the
47 like 11, minus 2. A descendant from heaven, the world revolved with you. 1 second to blend it with the groove. Tall order, small talk, and ascended to tens and times about to sue. 20 dividends quarterly to meeting you. 27 kicked out the club, a moment to choose. I did drugs, chopped and screwed. Sober clovers, the bends, a plan of the clues. A heavy smoker at the end, but so is new. 11 faded, spinning the truth. Records playing in my system, thinking of you. Love amends at the vista, just passing through. Nomadic tense, I had faith and hope. A single man note to cope, float, handhold. I create what I spoke. I am my own code, design what I wrote. 47 angelic blessings. 47 angelic blessings. 47 angelic blessings. 47.
You ain't never been around when it all goes down, little nigga, I know it. Been around town with a big ass gun, you ain't even got know it. I done stood my ground, I done stayed 10 toes, little nigga, I ain't going. Used to pay no more. If you gang, then throw it up. You ain't never been around when it all goes down, little nigga, I know it. Been around town with a big ass gun, you ain't even got know it. I done stood my ground, I done stayed 10 toes, little nigga, I ain't going. Used to pay no more. If you gang, then throw it up. If you gang, then throw it. 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 If you gang, then mask on, they don't know it's us. OTF is only us. Fuck love, I ain't worried about lust. Hair the pink is it's all in my cup. From the dirt talking straight out the mud. Fuck how obvious we roll 'em like runs. The gang in my chromosomes. Like honey, I'm coming home. Pussy good, only fucking for the hype though. Ice on, got me looking like a light show. Come through, we can kick it like Michael. Fuck you good, but you can't spend the night though. Fuck you good, but you can't spend the night though. Fuck you good, but you can't spend the night though. You ain't never been around when it all goes down, little nigga, I know it. Been around town with a big ass gun, you ain't even got know it. I done stood my ground, I done stayed 10 toes, little nigga, I ain't going. Used to pay no more. If you gang, then throw it up. If you gang, then throw it. 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 If you gang, then
Our Grammy, take one. Okay, you ready?
I paint a picture in my mind that I will place upon the earth. Neither of us can hide the value, then claim a false sense of worth. Our footsteps speak on these leaflet streets. Sounds of all time beneath our feet. We carelessly stroll without destination, clearing our way for a new conversation.
Empty words are just like paint without a canvas, that's a travesty. At least it's what it seems to be. And gradually I contemplate on what that means to me. You talking without meaning, then you can't create a masterpiece. Starving artists, the ones who struggle hardest, what they say. That's why I eat my bread when there's a harvest. And stitch smiles on fake faces, they lack basis. I don't talk, I serve like bars and let them get wasted.
I paint a picture in my mind that I will place upon the earth. Neither of us can hide the value, then claim a false sense of worth. Our footsteps speak on these leaflet streets. Sounds of all time beneath our feet. We carelessly stroll without destination, clearing our way for a new conversation.
And There's a part when you break away from the pack. Reacting, people say they want what's sent, I'll tell you it's fact. And like a scab, they will crack. Breaking your back to relax. They got you picking at your mind like it's thought that you lack. Putting your future on a pedestal, get lost on the move. Quickly find yourself drowning in emotional pools. This new age is crazy, begging my mind to save me. I've been fighting for my life, but I'm just losing it lately. It's like misconceptions of a true reality. Talking all you want, man, it's never what it seems. I can bury the hatchet, but never bury it clean. And I would leave an open door, but I've broken the key. So basically the gravity of your words left an impression. Misdirection never seemed my biggest life lesson. Always second guessing where I'm at in my progression. But, damn, I keep having these reflections.
A picture in my mind that I will place upon the earth. Neither of us can hide the value, then clean the false sense of worth. Our footsteps become deeply streets. Sounds of all time beneath our feet. We carelessly stroll without destination, clearing our way for a new conversation.
And honestly, I don't know if I'm an addict. Quit the other shit, but liquor's still a habit. Form a routine for my anxiety. The day after drinking so much, I gotta calm the head and nerves inside of me. The pride in me tells a story, a lie to me. The curtains are drawn, blocking the light. Now that's a rivalry that claims a fee. And I've been paying, taking hits to the soul. Shit, I'm dancing with the devil. Guess I'll reap what I sow. Whoa. I guess I'll reap what I sow. Whoa. I guess I'll reap what I sow. I'm painting pictures in my mind that I'm trying to show. But now I'm dancing with the devil. Shit, I'll reap what I sow.
I paint a picture in my mind that I will place upon the earth. Neither of us can hide the value, then clean the false sense of worth. Our footsteps become deeply streets. Sounds of all time beneath our feet. We carelessly stroll without destination, clearing our way for a new conversation.
And we are back, and I have the music scene on the screen still. Now I don't, as I know how to press buttons.
Hello! Welcome back. This is Stuck in the Corner with Fox Evans. I'm not that. You just heard some rap music. That was Stitch Smiles by Authors of the Air.
Yeah. I started the playlist and didn't have 47 by Maverick Lawson uploaded because I'm a dingus.
No. There's a lot to take care of before the show happens.
But I got it done.
Mistakes happen.
Mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. So last night was pretty cool. You guys want to talk about that a little bit?
Dang.
Oh, yeah. Where were you musicked?
Yeah, we musicked last night. We musicked pretty hard until the wee hours of the night.
That's always how it goes, especially for me. I'm always doing something to the wee hours of the night.
Yeah.
We are in a band collectively, the three of us, as well as Brett, Holland. Actually, I shouldn't dox these people. That wasn't his real name. You're just gonna put people's real governments out there. Adrian put that on me, and then so did
Anthony did.
Why are you putting out people's government, man?
It's just a name. Anyway, Brett, Dylan, and Tristan, and the three of us, so 6-piece, are forming the hardcore, metalcore, progressive metal, I don't know, band Cosmetic Damage, and we have just finished almost finished recording the final song. I don't know if we're going back over it vocally. Do you know? I think we're good with where it's at.
I think Dylan said that they want to touch on their vocals some more.
Okay. That's right. On Sunday, next Sunday. Yeah. So like we just have that to cover up to finish, and then we have to do the EQing and stuff like that. But already it's coming together in an immense way. I don't think we've ever made a song like as chuggy as that.
I like whenever we got my part finished, like and recorded, and you just like play the track by itself, it just sounds like noise, dude. And it's just like wah, 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 wah. Like I know that was really bad vocalization of it, but it's honestly not that far off. What's up? What's going on over there?
Oh, my mic is quiet apparently.
Oh, turn your mic up then.
Yeah. Turn Hazel's up too.
Whoa.
I'm louder. That's wild.
I was already as close to the microphone as I could be. But yeah, so, I play the drums on that. Oh, that's the other thing we have to do still. I have to record my drums.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really hard because...
Yeah, good luck with that.
We have a MIDI track underneath it, and I may have gotten a little excited with writing the piece on the fills specifically. I wrote in my fills that I normally play, and then I was like, or I could write
But
this
what if?
force me to learn this harder version of the song, which is really cool. I did that to myself, so if I fail, I'll just rewrite the MIDI part and it'll be fine.
I mean, I think you can do it. It doesn't, and nothing insane going on there.
It's not nearly as crazy as one of the drum fills I put in one of our songs, a Slinkii Head song. It's like a 16th note triplet run over the bar line, and it's really frustrating.
Yeah, but are we gonna record live drums for that?
No, so it doesn't. Like it's too fast for even me to play unless I split it up between multiple arms and legs. If I tried to just double stroke something like that, it might
just play different fills in the live recording.
Yeah, exactly. Because everyone wants that live pizzazz anyway, right? You want to hear what the artist is going to play tonight, not what the artist played on the record. At least in my opinion.
I mean, unless you're expecting the drummer to be way better because they have whatever
on the MIDI, yeah. And then you get to the show and the drummer is just some Joe Schmo playing 4/4.
It's just Ringo.
Is that not kind of the Metallica experience? These drums are actually pretty decent, and get to the show and he's...
And Lars Ulrich is like, hold on.
Well, he's definitely keeping 4/4 going.
That video that you showed me of Lars, it was really eye-opening about Lars. Guys, if you want to know what drugs will do to you, look up a YouTube video of Lars from Metallica trying to play drums,
because
and
it's gotten bad over the years. There's a part in it where he's trying to get them to change the riff they're playing, and he's saying when you play it like that, it sounds like freedom. It sounds like freedom, America, and they're like, all right, Lars, there's two things wrong with that. One, we're in Canada, and two, what is he? He's Norwegian?
I think so.
Yeah,
or
you're Norwegian. Dude, what do you mean? It's American, it's freedom.
Yeah, man. I mean, and then you got Ozzy too. That's a yeah.
They did that to him in part.
I don't know, man. He also did
his daughter. He did it to himself.
Did it to himself too.
There was a person involved in his life that was actively going against his better intent, better wish.
I mean, yeah, he was on a record label in the 70s.
Yeah, they didn't care about the musicians. They wanted them to crank out hits and perform.
Yeah, and so if what he needs is a lot of cocaine for the ghost in his blood, then we'll give it to him.
Ozzy, it sounds like you're having some issues on stage. Here's what I've got for you.
Cocaine.
It's this beautiful little white powder that I actually know nothing about.
I do wish that I could live in a state of bliss the way that Ozzy does, though, because honestly, the parts that they portray. The way the parts of him they portray to the public is that he lives in a state of ignorant bliss, and that he is rich enough to where that's just
how rich people live, though.
Okay, yeah, but he doesn't give a fuck what people think about him because he's too fried to give a fuck what people think about him. I mean,
okay.
If it wasn't for the fried factor, then yeah, absolutely. If I was rich enough to do whatever the hell I want and no one really care, and I could just live and be my weird music making, wandering around my mansion, wondering where this new bathroom came from self, I would love to do that.
I'm sorry, walking out of this bathroom
walking around his mansion and finding a bathroom and being where did this come from?
I misheard you because I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think I would ever enjoy life like that. I just can't. I think about it and I'm like,
See, my issue always comes from the fact that I can't separate myself from how I view the rest of the world.
Exactly.
And I am that rich, that always means to me in some way that someone else is not, and is very much not. And that always... if I owned that amount of money, and I'm not saying that the amount of money required in order to live a life of luxury and making music and happiness is the amount of money that some people have that makes people destitute. But if I personally were to have a large sum of money and it removed the impetus of me to be an effective person around the people that I care about and around the community that I live in, I would feel guilty, or at least I would feel guilty now for that person who I would become, because that would make me someone who didn't care about the world, I guess, in my mind.
Yeah, okay, I understand where you're coming from, but give me 1 second here. I got a question I want to Google. How many musicians,
how many musicers
are billionaires?
Right.
Probably zero is
Jay-Z is a billionaire.
Top 10 richest musicians in the world. Let's get this thrown up on the
I'm pretty sure Drake is not a billionaire.
Browsers these days are incredible. Being able to move tabs from window to window, that's insane.
And then I press the Chrome option. Here we go.
Magical.
Let's see what we got. Madonna is number 10 at 590 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot, but that's not like you have to be exploiting people a lot. At least. Well, okay, yeah, I don't know. How much can one person...
Somewhere down the line, someone is getting exploited. I mean, it's just how it is. Technically, they're getting exploited if all of their income is coming from. See, that's the problem.
From performance.
That not all of that is from performance. There's no way that is all just performance or music sales.
Who is Julio Iglesias? Do you know who this is? I've never heard of this person before. He's one of the top 10 record sellers in history. Like, what songs has he written? Like,
I can't recognize him off the top of my head, to be honest.
Or I guess I could just look up his name.
We're just going down another rabbit hole.
No, we're not. It's not another rabbit hole. Like,
beautiful.
It's the same rabbit hole. It's just like another tunnel in the rabbit hole.
But as I was saying, it's very likely that Madonna got made some good money from her performances, and then probably either bought a business, started a business, or bought property.
It's hard to disagree with you there because I don't know.
I don't know
I don't want
what Madonna has
start like a case study on a person because it's not ever.
It's not really about Madonna though. It's not about Madonna. It's how did the.
I think this is somebody from a different country.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I mean.
So.
All right. Well, let's see who's the next person then.
Well, how much does he have?
So it doesn't say. It says plus 10 million.
That's a lot of money.
But that's less than.
That change? I don't know.
Right. It says change plus 10 million.
Since when?
So he has a lot of money.
He has a lot of money. We got Bono at 700 million. So I mean that kind of makes sense.
I mean Bono definitely has business ventures and stuff.
Right. Bono's not just a musician. Dr. Dre is worth 800 million.
Yeah. I mean he owns a record label.
Kind of makes sense that he's up there. Celine Dion at 800 million as well. Also, all of these people, it makes sense. These are people that I don't just think of as musicians. As we're getting down this list, this is a philanthropist. This is somebody who is out. She does shit for the world.
Same thing like Dolly Parton and stuff like that.
Puffy is worth 820 million. P. Diddy.
Yeah, P. Diddy.
I mean,
he has a clothing business.
Okay, I mean it's fair. That's not.
It's all of these business ventures exist to extract profit from people's work. So anytime a musician engages in merchandise production, unless they're doing it themselves.
Yeah, I'm always so hesitant to do merch.
Well, so I guess that line, "wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy," makes a lot more sense to me now, knowing that.
Did you not know?
Yeah.
Did you not know he was super rich?
No, I knew he was a musician.
His label launched the careers of the Notorious B.I.G. and Maze. Is it Big or B.I.G.? I don't know how people...
Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, dude.
Biggie Smalls.
Right. I never listened to a lot of his music. I just know the name.
So number 4 is Herb Alpert with 880 million.
Brass band.
Nice.
14 certified platinums and 15 gold.
That's crazy. Again, somebody that we've never heard of. Right.
It said just down there. I think it said that he sold his record label.
A&M Records.
So see, like,
Yeah, he sold his record label for $500 million alongside Jerry Moss.
there's absolutely exploitation going down.
They
and,
later
like,
sued for a breach
all
of
of these.
contract,
Yeah.
receiving an additional $200 million from that same
whoever
sell.
bought them,
Yeah.
But no,
There's Jay-Z.
Because like in order for a record label to extract profit, in order to function as a record label, they have to cut the
And yep.
sales from their records to the artists. So the artists who work under those record labels lose out profit. That's always the model.
Right. Well, so Jay-Z is our first billionaire artist.
he's actually quite a recent billionaire within the past couple of years. I
mean,
believe.
A solemn single air horn for.
I don't even know why you did that. Honestly, we just like billionaire. If you're a billionaire, you're a bad person. I don't care. I don't.
I agree.
If you're,
I agree. I think there's a lot to say about a person who is willing to amass more than like $1 million or $2 million.
So
I don't even think it's about like being willing to. It's like you can't get there without harming other people.
You have to exploit other people in order to become a billionaire.
It's impossible. It is literally impossible.
So Paul McCartney kind of makes sense to be worth 1.2 billion.
Well, I can definitely stand behind billionaires suck now because fuck Paul McCartney.
Taylor Aksent has said, "Where's Mariah Carey at? Christmas music isn't free." Mariah Carey net worth? Let's find out. She is worth
520.
That's nothing to fucking shit at.
Yep, still not a billionaire though. I can.
Sneeze?
No, I meant what I said.
I said what I said.
And Andrew Lloyd
gross.
Webber. Why does is he count as a musician?
Yeah,
I don't even know who he is.
He's a Broadway producer.
yeah.
Like
He writes.
Yeah, he's a writer.
He writes. That's music.
I guess he collects
Yeah.
he collects royalties from 2 songs. Okay, never mind. I thought I was about to say that he collects songs from Elvis Presley, and I was about like, who stole music? But never mind. I'm not going to get on that.
I mean, but if he wrote the music for Elvis Presley, he is the one.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
Yeah. All right. Well, damn.
Yeah, you still got him.
Yeah, I did. Ha.
Got him.
Got
What a
him.
terribly white-looking old white man.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Did you ever watch the show The Nanny?
The Nanny. He wrote the musical for Cats. Sorry. No, I didn't. Or sorry. Yes, I did. Sorry, I just sang the theme song at you.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. I'm scrolling back up first because I want to get to my point. In The Nanny, the guy that was like the nanny's boss, whatever his name was always pissed off at this guy for producing plays that were better than the plays that he produced, because he was also a play producer. So like they shat on Andrew Lloyd Webber for being good at his job throughout that entire show.
School of Rock? Oh no.
Did he really?
I mean, he wrote a lot of really important shit. Like,
But he also wrote Cats, so I get to hate on him no matter what.
Cats is one of the most highest grossing plays
because it's a spectacle.
Ever.
Because like, what the fuck am I looking at right now?
So
it's amazing.
Performance makes
it makes more money still than I probably ever will. So I mean, I can't say too much about it.
I mean, I can. Why is
it's not? But I mean, like, it's got
make it good. Like, I would argue that a lot of pop music is bad. I dislike a lot of pop music. Not all of it. I like a lot of what's coming out, but there's stuff that is like not. I don't know. It's not, in my opinion, musically valuable. Whatever the fuck that means.
Country pop.
Yeah, like, okay, there you go. Stadium pop.
Yeah.
Stadium rock. I don't listen to that. I hate that kind of stuff. But it makes a lot of money. Does that give it value? Is that what we call good?
Maybe. I don't know.
A profit?
I mean, it depends on what when you say, does that, like, where are we pulling value from? Are we pulling value from, like, your enjoyment, like your personal enjoyment, or like the value it generates, like from an economic standpoint?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I am not far from the mic. I am directly on top of the mic. Maybe I'm padded.
Go see
Sorry
if you're
if that
padded.
sounded aggressive.
I mean, I can hear you just fine. I don't know. But what was I saying?
Maybe try plugging into are you...
I know what's going on.
You know what's going on? What's happening?
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. my mic is not. Oh, it is. It is going into the mic aux. So then what?
What is happening? I think
No,
it's...
it's not. No, it's not. That's just me getting picked up from the other mics.
That's crazy.
It's not running into cable A. It's just reading a 102 because normally we're the only people on here. So...
Oh, we gotta make some
Hello
change.
and welcome back. I exist now.
That's
no one was
insane.
right. No one was right.
That's such a weird issue.
We normally only have 2 people in the show, so we don't have to worry about the rest of the mics being activated.
Oh, so it's
And
my
I didn't
fault.
realize. No, it's not your fault.
No, I've decided it's my fault
That's
now.
not how that works.
It's your fault, Hazel.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad that I could give you that
I
satisfaction.
appreciate it.
No one deserves that. What's happening?
No, I deserve it. Damn it, I deserve it.
So, I love how this article actually did, touch on Mariah Carey once we finally got down here, because Mariah Carey apparently dropped out of the top 10, being worth $535 million at the time of this article being written, and there are people who could possibly take the next spot are Bing Crosby, Beyonce, Gloria Estefan, Elton John, Dolly Parton.
I like how you said Elton John. Elton John.
Personal opinion: Bing Crosby is a better Christmas musician than Mariah Carey.
Michael Bublé.
Below Bing Crosby, above Mariah Carey.
All right. Okay.
No Christmas music.
I disagree.
I love Christmas.
Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time, best Christmas song.
Yeah.
Everyone hates it. I love it. I think it's a great song.
I actually really love it too.
The synth work in it is what gets me.
Well, shit. Since we're talking about music, I guess we can go ahead and get into our next music segment.
Slide to the left. Bam. Slide to the right. Bam.
Crisscross.
Bam, bam. Bold take. Christmas music year round. Yes. See, thank you.
No,
I will listen to Charlie Brown Christmas special album by Vince Guaraldi Trio. Best Christmas album of all time.
Just any Christmas jazz
You're hurting
album.
my head.
I'm sorry. I am not wrong. Like
you are.
He's a fantastic pianist. The trio behind him is amazing. The duo behind him, the drummer and bassist. Like, there's nothing wrong with that album.
Yeah.
It is
Except that it's Christmas music.
Except the children's choir pieces. Those are awful.
Have you seen Dolly Parton's most recent Christmas movie?
No.
It's literally shot on one set, but it's like supposed to be an entire town, and it's awful.
That sounds like a huge set.
It's not. It's
Oh no.
Oh, so is it more like a play production then?
yeah, kind of.
I see,
but
I see.
it's
What is it called? Do you know? I'd be interested in watching
You'd
it.
have to. It's pretty easy to find on Netflix.
Gotcha.
You
Okay,
just-
Netflix.
Yeah, just
I'll
like
look for it.
Dolly Parton music or Dolly Parton Christmas thing, and you'll find
Thing.
it.
I should include thing
You
in there.
should,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Some like C-lister movie is like Dolly Parton's
Can't
Christmas
believe
thing.
we're
and it's-
talking about Christmas in May.
It doesn't
okay.
include. Hey, you know
Time
what?
isn't real.
If you bring up Halloween around me, I will personally combust into flames.
Oh,
I love Halloween. Come
I love
on.
Halloween. So
yeah, there we go. So
So, I mean, speaking of badass chicks like Dolly Parton, why don't we talk about some other badass chicks that make music and play their songs tonight?
like Penny Board from Dallas. Penny Board from Dallas. Their music video tonight is Summer Days.
And hopefully tonight will be the first time we don't, like, black out part of the music video during, like, while it's playing.
Right, it should just end.
Yeah.
Incredibly. After that, we have All the Aces by Sydney Sherwood. I'm blanking on where she's from. I think Colorado, but that could be Sharone.
No, you're right.
But she has an amazing voice. She's a singer-songwriter, and I love her stuff. After that, we have Stay With Me by NYX Fears, which has another name, and I'm blanking on it.
Oh, wow. And now you said that, and now I'm not going to be able to.
NYX Fears.
That's okay.
This is
May Leitz.
May Leitz, and this
There you
is
go.
off the album Never Call Me Again, the song Stay With Me. And after that, we're going to be playing Serenity by Sharone. Is this one of her new ones off of their newest album?
I believe so.
I believe so.
Yes, it is. All the stuff that we have is off of their new album.
Sharone's stuff is described as dark rock, which I think is pretty cool. I haven't heard a lot of artists label their music as dark rock. Hazel, do you have any experience with that genre name?
What, dark rock?
Yeah.
It sounds like something that radio rock bands from like 2005 started calling themselves right before they stopped being popular.
Like the alternative rock scene. Yeah, or dad rock scene.
Like right as the genre died.
See, it sounds like that,
but that's a really mean way to say it.
No. I understand that the words sound like that, but I assure you it sounds nothing like that.
Okay, good.
Well, I guess with that, what we can do is just a little mute.
I should be having fun. Mid-20s thought I'd have it figured out. Now I'm filled with doubt. Can't keep a plan alive. Tell everyone that I am doing fine. I can barely meet my deadline. When did we lose track of it all? My heart fading to black, but I want it all.
And we're back once again. I think we're about to jump on
the air horn. The stuff still wasn't working. We thought it was, and I had hit the button so many times. And,
we paused for it too.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like we'd be like,
nice.
So
here we are in a familiar game, a familiar space.
Ultimate Chicken Horse.
I don't think I've ever played the ballroom level before. Is it like
just stay away from Dance Party, God, please.
Ballroom is fun. The flag changes position.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
over and over again. I'm going with the Metal Plant because that's not what
Metal
we
Plant's also pretty
played at. Yeah, Metal Plant. Crumbling Bridge is a lot of fun, but only if you're not an asshole. Only if one of us is an asshole.
Luckily, I am an asshole. I am a huge asshole.
There are two people in this room who are assholes.
Hey, I play to win. All right.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm here to make enemies. I'm here to make enemies and hurt people's feelings.
All right, too easy, no points. Ooh, look at that line. Oh, I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot. I'm a fool and a buffoon. Oh, and now we've given Fox full reign over the map.
Get fucked. That's fine. We don't need those.
Oh yeah, it's too easy with all these.
Those are cowards.
Cowards stones.
Coward stones.
Feet
walking. I almost died.
Oh, come on. You know that you have 3 collisions with these blocks. And you can even tell the state that they're in if you just look well enough. Hey, give me that. No! All right, well, bees. It's time for bees.
It's time for bees.
It's time for the obligatory message about whether or not you have eyes. As we can see, you can't, as long as you're listening on Spotify, SoundCloud. The re-uploads for this don't include the video game that we're playing right now, which is, as we mentioned, Ultimate Chicken Horse. So make sure you go check out this episode on YouTube if you haven't already.
Tube use. How did you get a point?
That was the coin that they left directly in front of the...
That's some
I'll take a
backyard boogity.
Huh? Backyard boogity.
Backyard boogity bullshit.
Backyard boogity. Backyard boogity mean?
It's that backyard boogity bullshit, you know? It's that homegrown.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Oh, bees.
What's that stand for? Bees. What's that stand? Oh, I was too eager. I was too eager.
No!
Oh, hey, I like that saw wall. Oop. I hear the cops.
No, you hear the fire department.
Let's go. Let's go.
You clearly don't
I mean, I will hallucinate those sounds on my own, so I don't really
anytime
need
I hear a siren, I go straight to police.
Yeah,
that's true.
No, they have a very specific sound.
Well, they all have to be called anytime any emergency call is made,
exactly.
So it would make sense for us to hear any number of those sirens, ultimately. Okay, now that one...
Wait.
That one is one that we can't get past. That's, okay, that's cool.
No, technically...
That's all good.
Technically, there is a way through.
Of course there is. I mean, that's the whole point of this map, right? Oh, I'm an idiot. I got killed by
This is why I stand and I wait. I'm dead, though. My standing and waiting didn't work.
Man, the sirens were like ominous or whatever.
Super loud. I wonder if they came
like
through the
whatever.
microphone.
Hey, anyone listening, give us a siren in chat if you heard someone in danger. I wonder if this will work. Hey, those bees were there for us. Those bees were there to save you.
Sorry, I'm trying to destroy the environment, so any bees I see, I just murder them.
Oh my god. Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
how's it going?
Almost the same thing happened to me.
Baller?
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
I don't like you right now, Dade.
Dab on the haters.
I'm dabbing on him right now.
That's so mean of you.
Griefing. I love griefing.
Dang.
Hell yeah.
I'm just getting my...
You're the underdog.
okay.
That means if you get a point, you get if you make it there, you get an extra.
Yeah, don't worry about
it.
it.
A little bonus Jonas, if you will. No, what was that for? What I
to cause problems.
I am getting awfully close to the danger
darn
zone.
it.
All right, well.
Gosh darn it.
Okay.
I died once again, and that's something that happens a lot. If you make music and you want it to be on our show because for some reason you like listening to us, you should send it to me at stuckinacorner@gmail.com. Hey, don't tell people don't do it because I'm telling them to do it right now. It may be a long email, but you remember it because it's the name of the show. And talk to me, and I'll see about getting your music put on this next week's episode. If you email me before Saturday.
Don't forget.
Before 3 o'clock tonight. That is your deadline.
Oh, damn. I started watching Fox's character as you said that. People can't talk to us back in time. I hope you know that. That communication is temporally unidirectional.
Dick.
Dick.
Well, but it does stand that I can have their music on the next episode of Stuck in a Corner as long as they email it to me before Saturday, no matter when they listen to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Before a Saturday, any Saturday of the week.
Any Saturday.
Don't forget, I know that I've said it before in the past couple of episodes, but I want to reiterate, a 24-hour radio version of this show is coming soon, very soon. In fact, I am getting the final touches set up now, learning a lot of HTML and CSS to get the website looking pretty for us.
I thought I'd be fine just standing.
It's like a flashback to when I was in 8th grade and MySpace was a thing.
Yeah, seeing me work on the code and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you are a musician and you're not necessarily interested in the format that we do here on the Twitch channel, the 24-hour radio station might be your next interest because that's coming up as well. So hit us up and email us. We're not asking for any payments or anything like that. This is done purely out of the love in our hearts because we love getting other people's music out there to the world and letting people...
out of the hate of my heart.
I do it out of the envy of my heart of other radio stars.
And other musicians who are better than me.
I don't know why I'm here. I'm just here.
You're here because we love you and we asked you to be here.
Oh, yeah. You also make good music, and we're playing one of your songs at the end of the show tonight. So
yeah, it just said new song. I don't even know which one that is.
High Server Ping?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Poggers. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, no, I'm chilling.
I thought Fox had asked. Fuck!
I didn't ask. I just assumed.
I was going to bring it up earlier, but...
It's there, Fox. It's there. Come on. You got this.
I was going to bring it up earlier, but I forgot.
No.
So... You go get the coin!
The coin, you could have... That could be a bonus to your underdog. You've got it. Holy shit.
That was terrifying.
He's going to the end zone.
You almost died like 3
Touch
times.
Zone. I know. Holy shit. That was incredible. That was incredible.
I'm still in last place.
Yeah, but there's only 2 turns left. The match is heating up. Are you using that run button?
It's heating up.
No. And I haven't gotten my reminder yet, so what's up with that, ultimate chicken horse? Where's my run reminder?
You're doing sufficiently. My run reminder.
How else am I supposed to stay active if you don't remind me?
I hate this area. This region is cursed. Damn it, you
fucking
got first.
died, god damn it.
This region is cursed.
I think Fox might actually win.
Holy shit.
Never mind, no one wins.
Last turn. I might clinch it by technicality. You can still do this. Yes, no! I picked the wrong thing. I want to make it impossible.
The fucking monkey smiling
just ominously. Hello. This might be a super niche reference, but if anyone hears this and they read the Webtoons comic The Boxer, the smile on the monkey's face is similar to... Watch my body get swept off. Similar to... oh, you gotta move. You gotta move. They're after you now. You're bungled.
The bees got me.
What an incredible final round. Look at that masterpiece.
No
you were pulling out
winners,
some
no
really... You're
points.
improving, dude.
No, I just got lucky, man.
I was really killing it at the beginning, and I just fucked it all away.
Well, so
then your movement was super slick.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and do a rematch, and while we do that, we'll go ahead and jump into our next music segment.
I love the sound of that.
I didn't like the sound of that. The next segment is called Pontus, just Pontus, and we're gonna play the song "Exotic Matter" by Pontus. So I guess I can just go ahead and get that song queued up.
I'm gonna be Snick on skipboard.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to. Damn, I lost my golden monkey status.
Snick on board.
Brass
Thanks
monkey.
for the golden monkey, fellow Reddit stranger, fellow Redditor.
Do you know what a brass monkey is?
No.
It is.
It looks so cool.
A 40 ounce mixed with orange juice.
Oh, gross.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Like you just know.
He's got a fucking hat. Sorry, I'm just loving this little snake.
No, you're good. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little mute.
back. That was wild. That was a weird
harmony.
Yeah, it slid into something that was very interesting. Sounded like a fifth, and then like some dissonant interval that was like I don't know, like an eighth or something, like a ninth
probably
or something.
just broke somebody's like
speakers or something like that. Sorry if that was loud in your ears, but it sounded pretty us. Thank you guys so much for watching that video game segment. I squashed ass 2 times in a row,
and then I fucking
wrecked us. So
everyone,
you know,
do you squash ass? Is that a?
It is now.
We do now.
It is when you win twice in a row, right?
I guess so.
I did, right? I'm not misremembering that.
Yeah, I think you did.
I think I did.
I didn't win.
All I remember is
It was a
bouncing
close-
up and down in the
I
last
almost won.
Bounced on my boy's dick to this for hours. Thank you. Comment. Internet comment etiquette.
Oh Jesus,
Eric. Yeah, it's a thing he says to people when what they said is absolutely fucking ridiculous or like otherworldly, like why
sense.
whatever, like COVID denialists or something like this. Like, this is the greatest thing I've heard since 9/11 was an inside job. Bounced on my boy's dick to this for hours. Thanks.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Do you remember that picture I showed you earlier today of the McDonald's ad? It's like coming to the World Trade Center soon, and it's like a McDonald's ad.
Yeah.
I sent it to Adrian, and she replied with new McDonald's for sale, never opened. And
tragic.
I replied with
6-word story.
Original packaging.
In its original packaging, mint condition.
Ice cream machine in mint condition.
Oh man, I know you have something pulled up, but I actually read this whole article about this couple of people. This couple who are going around to different McDonald's in their state and giving people a homemade like piece of technology that they can attach to their ice cream makers or milkshakes or whatever it is that's always broken, right? And so that the people who work there can actually use it, because there's a secret menu that gives you all of the controls to all of the different components on the machine, puts it in debug mode, tells you what's wrong with it, gives you codes that you don't know even as the franchisee, because McDonald's has a partnership with the people who manufacture that machine, and they have said that only the manufacturer's technicians can go in and work on those machines when they break.
But isn't this going to get the McDonald's employees in trouble?
They tried to, and they couldn't.
Oh.
Yeah, and now the people who are making these softwares are suing McDonald's for illegally obtaining their technology, which they have denied initially and then admitted to after the fact. So they not only stole property that other people willingly bought and or not bought, I think it was just given to them, and installed on property that they own, but like it's a whole ordeal. But like it makes sense that they're always broken when it takes a technician from, I think, Taylor or whatever, whoever made it, needs to come in and work on it, because the people who work there can't fucking service the machine themselves.
They don't have a Maytag man there to fix the ice cream machine.
And they never sent a manual with it. I don't know what Maytag is.
Maytag? Oh, it's the washer and dryer guys that'll come and like fix your washer and dryer for you.
I see.
Maytag is a brand of washer and dryer, and they just... Sorry.
I see. They require a technician to come out and work on.
Or like they have specific technicians for them. Oh my God, my voice just went.
That was crazy.
But yeah, sorry about that mini rant. I can't even. Oh, you said something about like the ice cream machine never used, and I just it reminded me of this long article I had read the other day. Which also the article was really funny because it was like written in a way that made it seem like it was some underground like secret. If you press this exact combination of codes on this machine, you'll get access to a secret menu.
Up, down, left, right, left.
The Konami code. Start machine, print ice cream, and then you get access. And but on the other side of that coin, it's true, and like no one has ever told that. And you can like change the viscosity of the ice cream, change the temperature that it stores it at. Viscosity.
Viscosity.
It's a whole thing, And I just thought it was really interesting that it took someone else like deciding that after working at McDonald's and being frustrated with these things, they weren't going to let other workers have to struggle with it anymore. So they were going to come up with their own solution, because the one that McDonald's had was outright exploitative.
Yeah, because ice cream machine broke.
Ice cream machine broke.
Ice cream machine broke.
And we can't afford to pay a technician to come out and fix it. So you're SOL. Sorry.
Manager machine broke.
Yeah. Because then they're pit with the decision of how to allocate the funds, and usually that might come from docking people's hours.
Customer service machine broke.
Yeah. I love the service industry. Sorry, you had
No,
something
you're
pulled
good.
up.
No,
in your,
you're fine.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just, I'm at this point, I'm just like repeating a joke. You know,
Service machine industry
it's
broke.
like-
It is. Don't fix it. Trash
Joke
it.
machine broke.
Joke machine broke. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that was
Joke
the state
machine
of
broke.
memes post like 2014 before
exactly,
like
that's
2018.
yeah, I'm just repeating old memes.
Memes got really stale for a minute for me, at least, until we hit like the Dadaist revolution or something like that.
The
And
Dadaist
and deep fried stuff started coming out. And
when we get past post like make sense.
Yeah,
post-comprehension.
post-comprehension. E.
My favorite meme
Hello,
is,
Peter Griffin.
You know the one where it's like, is this a butterfly? Yeah. So it's that guy, and he's and where the butterfly is.
He's gesturing towards.
He's gesturing towards a boot. And the bottom has, and the guy's face has a snake on it, and the bottom text is just the free real estate picture.
It's free real estate.
It's like, so it's a snake looking at a boot saying, "Is this free real estate?" And
but the text doesn't even say that. It's just the image. That's a good one.
Yeah.
My favorite was always surreal memes from like Reddit or something like that. The meme man, the 3D little like head, and like scrombled. Have you experienced the symptoms of scrotched today?
Yeah,
feelings of dimensionlessness.
I keep a like, you know that little torch I have? I'll turn it on in front of Adrian, and I'll just go weld. Weld.
Go check out r/surreal memes if you like Reddit, which
Stonks.
you shouldn't, but you know, Stonks, that guy.
Yeah.
Go there unless you don't.
Because it's really easy to not.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
But
been
now
on
that
Reddit.
now that I've started going on Reddit, I can't stop.
I have never used Reddit.
Good for you.
I swear on my my mother's grave, she's alive.
Don't.
But
So, how would you feel about buying a house and then never paying for it?
How do you? Well, I'm sorry, but you did the thing.
Sounds
you
good.
paid for it. Sounds like you paid for it.
I'm comfortable with this.
Yeah, you're cool with it.
I'm just confused by your wording, but I would like a free house if that's what you're getting at.
Typically, whenever you buy a house in America, at least you have to get a mortgage. You know,
Do you have to?
If you don't have the money to buy the house,
Up front, yeah, and houses are expensive.
Yeah, like
Don't get me wrong.
$100,000 plus purchase there.
Yeah.
So this dude in Long Island got a mortgage for a home and made one payment on it in 2000 and has not made a single payment since, and they can't get him out.
How much was his payment?
It was like $1,200. It was like all
So
he's
like
paid.
a month's rent?
Yeah, he's paid a month of the mortgage that was on here. Let's
Dude's
see.
just living there.
Yeah, man. And so it's the mortgage has changed hands 3 different times from 3 different banks. So and each time it does, they have to start litigations again because like it's a new company that's suing to get this man out of his out of their property. $1,602.37 is all that they have paid for this house.
That's amazing.
Since 1998. Okay, so that was whenever the original payment
Before
was made.
defoulting, prompting the bank to begin foreclosure
Wait, what year did
proceedings.
it default?
1998.
Oh,
that's whenever they started defaulting, and then they've just been trying to get him out ever since. So like
he's just been there while they've been trying to get him out.
yes, and they keep adding new residents to the home so that they can then foreclose or like file bankruptcy or do whatever they need to do to get it back in the court system so that they can't get foreclosed on. Like there's so many details in it, and it's wild, but I have to respect this man.
He
I
acted as his own
absolutely
agent.
respect.
Yeah. Like no one else is using that home. The bank has no use for it, and he is actively living in it and maintaining it. And like he made a payment on it, so technically it should be his, at least in my eyes.
Fuck it. Fuck the payment part. Like he is currently residing in there. Is anyone else residing inside?
Yeah,
it?
like
I think there's a couple of people that are living there, like his family or whatever.
Okay, well then
but,
they're
like,
also living there, but the bank
that
isn't
means
living
the
there.
house is in use. Yeah, the bank isn't living there. Like, so what if they own it? They don't have to kick them out. They're
Owning,
like,
what does owning something mean?
right? Like,
so he spent $150,000 total in legal fees, like in court proceedings, to keep the home.
then he should own the house.
So like, right at this point, I would give up. if I was the bank. Like, if I was the person who was
It's
in
not
charge
worth the trouble, and you're inconveniencing a living person.
And like, but so everybody else is mad at them because he's clogging up the court system.
He's illegally living on this. Only by their
property.
definition, only by their admission that
He's
they
doing nothing wrong.
structured the law such that a person cannot just live in a house if no one else is.
Dude is just vibing, trying not to go to jail or
trying not to die,
or go into debt for the rest of his life.
He made a payment so that he could keep this on his name, and then I don't know, maybe he wants to get to a point where he can pay it off. Maybe he wants to just live in it because no one else fucking was. If a house is already there and you're gonna put the work into it and no one else is using it, you should be able to take it. I don't know what else to
I mean, yes and no. I don't know, because there are people
not within the definitions of our society, but by my own ideology, you should be allowed to take it, because realistically, I find it difficult to understand that a group of people have a use for more than one domicile. I think it is perfectly reasonable to say that a group of people can form one single domicile and not need multiple buildings. I think that's fair. And so then, I think that if there are domiciles that are not in use and a group of people needs one, they should be allowed to take those domiciles because no one else is using them, regardless of
if no one
ownership.
is sleeping in there, go sleep in there.
And that shouldn't be a federal offense because people need to live. I mean, people will die if not for roofs. The elements of our planet are harsh, and we're the only things that have been able to move about the world like we have to survive. God, I rant a lot. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I totally agree with you, so it's all good.
I know that that's not
you sign
how
a contract,
it works.
though. You have to fulfill it. Like that's one thing.
Why?
That's because it's just that's the way that things work. If you make an agreement with somebody, you do have to fulfill that
but
agreement.
you're not making an agreement with a person. You're making an agreement with with a corporation, a conglomerate.
But it's still
an entity that doesn't
whether
exist.
or not it was a bad decision, you did still make a decision that is binding in man's laws.
Binding
by man's
Why does
laws.
that matter, though?
Because we do still live in a society, and our laws do matter.
Okay,
because currently, if we just stop obeying laws, then
then what?
Well, currently, I don't know, our current system of structure won't last for long, and whether or not this current system of structure works very well, it does at least do some things well,
but what compels you beyond punishment from the system to obey these laws? If it is actively harming your life to obey these laws, why are you obeying them?
I mean, because it can actively harm your life to not obey the laws as well. But
at some point you have to make a decision, right? Like this guy did. He just kept living there
because following the rules of their society, if I understand you correctly, following the laws as they are written, the law of man would actively harm him, put him out on the street, put him out on the street, put him in debt or whatever, put him in the
potentially in debtor's prison.
Yeah,
depending
that's
on how
you can go into prison.
Yes,
for being
absolutely.
In debt? What the
Yes,
fuck?
yeah. If you don't,
and we all know that the prison system, whether they're public or private, outsources all of their inmates into labor for a fraction of the cost of what we.
I mean, it's literally written into the amendment that ended chattel slavery. That when you go to prison, you are a slave now.
You can work for us for cents a day.
Yeah.
Not
and
even
the highest charge you money for your room and board.
Yes, yeah, because
as a prisoner,
because it's prison as housing. The highest paid workers in prison, I think, get paid $2 an hour.
Yeah,
and
that's if you get paid.
That's if you get paid. Yeah. If your paycheck doesn't end up being negative because of your fucking living expenses.
I'm sure there's a couple that are like this, but there's a specific prison. It's a huge private prison. I think that's literally not. It's not in Texas. It's just I don't know where.
It's a for-profit prison.
I read about it. It is literally a cotton farm.
Oh my god.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Guess what the prisoners do? Guess.
Right.
Go ahead.
Take a wild guess what they have all their people.
It is a real prison that exists today, and they are picking.
And that's cotton. That's legal by man's laws.
It is 100% legal by man's laws. It is written into
which is frustrating, right?
It is written into an amendment in the Constitution.
Because I'm not against the idea that if we all collectively agree on something, we should be expected to abide by it. But I did not personally, nor do I think we collectively agreed to live by that code of law, especially since you and I were just born
I don't remember
here.
anyone asking me about this.
Yeah, you and I were just born here, right? Like, all we were indoctrinated into the system by which our government is controlled. So, like, it's up to us, I guess, is where I'm going with it, to, like, change not us specifically, but us as, like, people, as a generation of people, to change the code of laws, if that is what we decide to agree on, right?
Yeah, but then you still get into, systemic racism, and you get into gerrymandering, and you get into misrepresentation, but, like, I don't even want to get into all of that right now, because,
That's why...
we can stop if you
Yeah. Because you're absolutely right. Then you look at the channels by which we have access to changing the laws, and you go, oh shit, that's fucked.
That's why I don't advocate for changing the laws.
Yeah.
You simply ignore and live around them as a group, though.
Right?
You can't do this individually, because then you just get arrested.
If you start including the people around you, your community around you, it becomes more and more difficult for any form of systematic structuring of people to work, in my opinion, because the more people you have on your side, the more of those people are already operating in that system, and the more people are willing to work with you outside of it. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's just like a hypothetical, like a cop tries to arrest someone in like a really tightly knit neighborhood. If that neighborhood decides that person isn't getting arrested,
like they show up,
they just walk outside and stand in front of him, and a cop, what is he going to do?
Like
shoot 50 people?
Like the people stopping ICE agents, right? Outside of people's homes. And like that's the type of community that works outside of the laws while protecting its people and living a moral society, right?
Yeah, because they're making decisions
instances.
on basis by basis standards.
It's possible, listeners. We can live better lives. I mean it. I try every day, and I try to learn every day. That's the only thing we can do as people to improve our world, right? Is to try to be more understanding and more intellectual people, so that we can accurately analyze the situations we face in our lives and actively work for the proper change that we want to see. And with that,
I mean, you know what I want to do? I want to dance, but I just don't know how.
Oh my god.
All right, and that's the end of the show. It's been really nice talking to you guys, honestly. Someone update the sign, how many days since Dade's beatboxed.
It was 0, it is still 0.
Well,
we can go to -1 now.
Yeah.
Should we? At what point do we start counting backwards? Dade hasn't stopped beatboxing since.
Well, so we're going to throw up a few EDM tracks for you, and it's going to be Love Me by
I would really
Aksent.
prefer you not to throw up anything.
I'm not going to throw anything up unless you want me to. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing.
I'm definitely.
I'm out. Oh no, I'm out.
The show's over, guys. I'm out. I'm done.
We've ended it twice now.
All right, you got Love Me by Aksent. It's got a music video coming up. Doing
Super excited
Sweden
about that.
By Rade. Eye on Me by Jonny Fe. Behind, again, by Aksent, which is brand new.
Brand new.
And that's your friend Taylor Clay, right?
Yes, it is. Out of, I want to say Plano, but I could be wrong.
I think you're right. I think that was when they said they moved. But I don't know. With that, I guess what we're going to do is a little new. Glad that was empty. Oh, God, it's over here.
The mics are still on. Hey, how's it going, guys?
I thought that.
You're so easy to love, and I like when you say I'm the one. You're so easy to love, you're easy to love, yeah. I can even focus on sleeping. You're so pretty, everything I'm thinking. Baby, could you help me 'cause I'm freezing? If it wants to seem it's 'cause you miss me. You say that you will love me every night and day. promised you that I would do the same. Nobody will love you the same way. Yeah, it's so easy to love, and I like when you cry. I'm the one you're so easy to love. You say that you love me. You love. You say that you love me. When you say you love. You're so
And we're back.
Yes, we are. Hello.
That last song was pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, it was. Let me reiterate again that was Behind by Aksent, new track that is only 2 hours old. Came out right before the show started. I'm not even sure if he's released it yet. But yeah, that was amazing, dude. I love the swing part in the chorus, basically, section of it. The vocal samples playing against that is really
nice.
nice.
The guitar riffs that were in there.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Maybe it was the synth, or maybe like whatever it was that was like that kind of like, it sounded like a distorted guitar, like high pitched, like.
Oh yeah, he mentioned that was a vocal sample. The thing that was up there panning left and right. Yeah. Cool. It was so cool.
All the vocal samples are really good. Yeah.
The sound stage was really nice too, because you could easily pick apart like things that were in the left space and the right space. I could feel the bass in the center. It was really good placement for each of the instruments. It was very well mixed.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's jump right out of that into the next thing we got.
Yeah. We got the wrench.
The wrench.
I would air horn, but again, it's not present. That's so disappointing.
It's all right.
We'll get it.
Yeah, we'll have it next time. But to start off the wrench, maybe I should go to the list
so that we know.
The first song we're going to be playing is Screamworks by Two Shadows.
Band we've had on before. Shout outs to Tag.
Yeah,
for getting us that artist and so many others. Check out Tag. Not Productions, Tag.
Yeah, it's Tag Productions.
Productions? Oh, yeah. Publications? No,
Tag Production Company, I'm pretty sure. If it's not, then they'll correct us. Or they won't.
Or they won't, yeah.
Who knows if they even listen to the show?
Right.
After that, we've got a new song from Slinkii and I. I think this one's our first complete draft of our song High Server Ping, 652 milliseconds. I can't remember where the number came from.
I don't know.
I think it was Tristan was playing WoW.
High server ping, and then I don't know where the number came from at all.
I thought it was Tristan was playing WoW, and he was trying to log into the server, and it was taking him forever, and someone had 652 millisecond ping or something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
But I could be wrong. But
I don't know what that means.
Ping is how long it takes for you to communicate from one computer to another.
That's a really bad ping.
Yeah, 652 milliseconds is a really long time for two computers to send information back and forth.
But milliseconds is still
really
not
fast.
A lot of time.
Right, but 652 is 6 seconds and 52 milliseconds.
It's pretty long for a computer.
Anyway.
And after that, we're going to do And Then They Danced with an Android by Thotcrime.
Thotcrime.
No, it's Thotcrime. I may have spelled it wrong, but it is Thotcrime.
Speaking of, Thotcrime has their own, I specifically think Mara of Thotcrime has their own record label that is Alien Heart Records. I'm not sure where exactly it's based out of, but you can find all of their new releases and compilations, including tapes that you can buy from their Bandcamp.
Cassette tapes.
Yeah, links will be in the describly-do.
As they always are. Whenever you listen to us on SoundCloud or YouTube, all of the description links are in the description. I guess that was a bad way to put that. But, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and shut up one more time as we do another mute.
A little mute?
A little mute.
It's not a big mute?
No, it's a baby mute.
Oh, okay. Baby mute. Oh.
could find some words to say, I'll leave you in the wake of my life. Sorry you thought that we shared the same fate when I took what was never yours. All the villain, sorry I'm a liar. Sorry you thought that we shared the same fate when I took what was never yours in the first place.
Well, we are back
We are
once
back.
again. We are here.
I love how
I am a cybernetic whore.
in sync we were just then.
Yeah, we
I
literally
am
could
a
have been the
cybernetic.
band in sync.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been May.
It would have been May.
None of us made that joke on the night of May 1st.
I also said that last
Yeah, you
episode.
did. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I just want to say
Biting my
Boo.
bit.
boo.
No.
Yeah.
Boo.
Boo that
In
joke.
the place of well, we can hear it. Thank you for pressing that. Yeah, I
It
appreciate
makes
it.
us feel better.
Like I said earlier in the show, if you make music, you need to send it to me because I want to play it on my radio show. And you can do that by sending it to stuckinacornerwithfoxevans@gmail.com. It's long, but you won't forget it because it's the name of the show.
If
wasn't
you
even
liked
me.
this episode, yeah, that wasn't even you. That's if you like this episode, make sure to listen to it and others on YouTube and SoundCloud, where we re-upload every episode. Sorry, I had sugar in my throat, and you know how that makes your voice sound. If you liked our music, especially Slinkii and I's, go check out Slinkii's music, which we will be putting in the description below, as well as mine, which I will be putting in the description below. We have bands, Cosmetic Damage and Got Trash, which you can find Got Trash at least on Spotify and stuff, and you can find Fox Evans, the host of the show, on Bandcamp and SoundCloud as Fox Evans, where he does his rap stuff.
And did you say Between Millennium?
I did not. Dab on me.
I play a cat that was a human at one point in a D&D campaign, and it's called Between Millennium by What the Funcast. It's on Spotify and other podcast things that you can find.
Literally all of them. I have insured it.
Yeah, so
I
you
am
should-
inescapable, and you will have to listen to the podcast one way or another. It is highly produced. I spend a lot of time on it, and soon all of us will spend a lot of time on it. For the most part, I've been doing all of the sound staging and the music for it, and it's been a labor of love, and I really hope you enjoy the immersion that I've been trying to give to y'all. And soon, Fox and Freeman will also be helping me with that, because we really want to bring a narrative piece that has the sense of like a TV show or a movie, right? Where you feel like you're watching the thing as much as you are listening to it. That's all I'm going to say on it. Thank you so much. I've been Dade Robinson.
Have you been Dade Robinson? Who were you before?
A long time ago.
Oh, you're finally awake.
Oh my god.
Well, with that, I'm just gonna do a final.
Wait, who were we with this whole time?
Who, me?
I don't know who.
Say your name.
Are they in the room with us now?
Oh.
Are you in the room with us now? Hazel, are you there? Are you in the
Hi.
room with us?
So I do want to plug that I do commissions like song commissions.
Air horns in our hearts.
Yeah, thank you. Like, if you contact me through any of my social medias about like writing a song for any
Application.
any
They did,
application.
a commission for a D&D campaign. They've written full pieces before. They're making YouTube videos. Their services are well worth it.
I
Please
can also,
reach out to them.
I'm also willing to teach lessons over online as well. Like, and I can basically just bass and guitar. But yeah,
They are a fantastic bass guitar. Who was driving the plane?
I was.
I was driving the plane.
Does the plane have a mute button?
We can't both be.
Yeah,
There's a pilot
there's a
and a
pilot and a
co-pilot.
co-pilot. Yeah, but you can't
Thank
both
you.
be driving.
Yeah, you can.
No, that's not how that works.
Why do you think we crashed? Why do you think we crashed the plane?
Because I jumped in and tried to hijack it.
No, because we both tried to drive. They were going up, I was going down.
No, I had a mission.
And primitivist. Planes go against the natural order. I'm taking this shit down.
We can't yes and each other if we just keep coming up with different
I don't know
ideas. Well, with that, let's do a final mute. It's not going to play.
No, it didn't work this time.